I'm TJ McIntyre from the Sutherland School of Law in UCD, and the image on the screen you'll have recognised immediately as a Banksy. But what's interesting about it is when and where it came to be painted. It was painted in Cheltenham, home of the British surveillance organisation CCHQ, shortly after the Snowden revelations in 2013, which showed how the US and UK governments in particular were engaged in wholesale surveillance of internet communications around the world. And while the image itself is a very old-fashioned one with men in brown coats, it nevertheless highlights a much more modern, much more pervasive surveillance apparatus in which states have largely lost the constraints of having to have people manually tap phones, manually listen to conversations, manually generate transcripts, and instead can rely on automated technology to do that. I chose that image as an introduction to my research, which focuses on surveillance by states, and particularly mass surveillance by states, and looks at the ways in which, freed from technological constraints, that surveillance has largely taken off unhindered by the law until quite recently, when a series of legal challenges and campaigns by activists across the world have to some extent begun the process of reining that in. So in that research, I look at how countries such as Ireland have been central to the surveillance debate, and how international human rights courts such as the European Court of Justice and the European Court of Human Rights have begun the process of controlling state surveillance.